What's up, guys? It's your boy Cielshock from USA Mini4wd Drive Racing Squad. I'm a teacher over in Noobworx, and I'm here at Alfred School, Connecticut home base. So we have a track over here that I'm gonna test disc cars. So recently I've been posting a lot about Boxstock because it's so addicting. So I made 4 cars. It's supposed to be just 3, but I got addicted to hydro dipping, so I got another extra car. So I have an FMA chassis, I have an AR chassis, I have an MA chassis over here. There's 2 cars. So I'm gonna eliminate 1 car, but that's Crimsicle, one of my favorite, because they're both the same MA chassis. So I have 3 different chassis over here. They're all Boxstock cars, and they're all run by a polycarbonate body. This one is a Gunbuster polycarbonate body. This one is an AR chassis with a polycarbonate body, Violet Special. And also, this is an Exploli kit with a polycarbonate body. So they're all polycarbonate body because I want the car to be as light as possible. The question is, are they gonna stray in the track? Are they gonna be too light? Are they gonna be too fast? In this kind of certain track layout that I have a double lane changer and I have a tabletop, 1 recovery tabletop, and that's gonna be our layout in Massachusetts on the next event next week. So I'm gonna run them with the same voltage, with the same motor, and they have different characteristics. If you guys are interested with my video about every chassis, I'm gonna put the description of the link below. I have all my chassis series, and every chassis is different, and I'm explaining everything you need to know about the chassis. But right now, I picked this 3 chassis, the FMA, the AR, and the MA chassis for Boxstock, and they're all polycarbonate. The main point is to make it light with the same batteries. Let's see how it's gonna be done. But before I start the video, I want to say shout out to Young Clothing. If you guys into 90s clothing apparel, Young Clothing, I got the link in the description below. And also, if you got band warranty clothing like my Cielshock shirt over here, you guys can engage us. I also have the link in the description below. And also, high-speed Matrixx oil. If you guys are interested in the oil that I use all the time, high-speed Matrixx oil, I have the link in the description below. Alright, so we're gonna test this run. EJ's gonna help me in 2 seconds. So here's the track layout. Starting line over here goes to the double lane changer, and then a bunch of chicanes, and then tabletop, 1 straight, tabletop, 1 straight, curve, lane changer, and the finish line. So for me, the more critical part is if you're too fast, you can go over here. If you're too fast, you can go over there. And then also, if the car is too flimsy or not durable, it's gonna shoot out over here. Alright, and obviously the lane changer, because it's only a stock car. So let's see how it goes. So we're gonna test them 1 by 1 first. So I'm gonna let EJ run the AR chassis first. We're gonna do 3 laps. Alright, EJ. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2. Catch the car. 3. You can see it's pretty stable in the landing, and it's pretty durable. So that's the AR chassis. Next car would be the MA chassis. Alright. Double shaft car. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. There we go, and they're pretty stable. Alright, I'm pretty happy for the performance so far. Let's go for the FMA. Alright. Do the honors for me. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, this one's fast. 1. 2. It's only 3. It's only 2 though.
3.
It's 3? You drop in the second lane?
First.
You catch it in the second lane. Alright. Anyway, so I'm gonna charge the batteries and we're gonna drop all together all the cars. So let's see who wins. Alright, so I have the AR EJ got the MA and the FMA. We're gonna do 6 laps. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. And up it goes. FMA is ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last lap, 6. Alright, there's the next car, and the AR chassis flew out. Alright guys, so you've seen the results. FMA comes first, MA comes second, and the AR comes third, and even jump on the track on the last lap. Alright, so first we're going to talk about the AR. Come on, EJ, go with me. So the AR chassis, as you can see, it's very durable, right? Because it's one of the toughest chassis, one's the heaviest chassis too, and it's a rear motor. So we will talk about the critical parts of the track. So the first lane changer is one of the critical part. It's no problem because the car is durable and it's AR chassis, so it's lower center of gravity. So lane changer is not a problem as long as the car is angled. So let's go to the next part. So people will not probably look at this as a critical part, but this is the chicane. So the cars will be waggling around the waves, especially coming from 2 straights over here. So you have to have a very durable chassis. That's why I picked AR chassis, because it's tougher compared to Super 2, VS, or other chassis. That's probably why this car didn't flew out on this part of the track. The second critical part will be the tabletop over here. It's only one recovery tabletop, so you can see one straight and then curve. So because the car have a lower center of gravity, the car will jump here and go back to the track, no problem. But if you can see, as the AR chassis jumps on every track situation, if you're an AR chassis user, you guys are gonna know this. The car's always tilting like this because of the rear motor. So it's kind of sketchy when it jumps like that, but my car fully recovered. It doesn't get a lot of air. And also in box stock race, you don't get any brakes. You don't have any brakes, so that will be one critical part. On that last video, when they all raced 3 together, my car flew out on the last tabletop. Why? This is my theory about this, because when the car falls down, on the tabletop, the car is tilting like this. It will be tilting like this, so that's why a tendency of getting catch like that, or the car catching like this when it falls, because that's one downfall of the AR chassis on backstock racing. That's one problem with the AR chassis. But all in all, it performed well. It's just not that fast compared to FMA that I used earlier. Alright, so that's what I think why this performed well and why did I pick this chassis. And also, obviously, it's a polycarbonate body, so it's lighter. Alright, let's talk about the MA chassis now. So the second car that comes up second is the MA chassis. We all know that MA chassis stock motor is fast. It has more torque, but for my opinion, it's lesser top speed compared to the single shaft motors. And this layout that you see over here is probably a little bit more balanced to a box stock race, besides the technical part, which is one straight recoveries over there. So MA chassis, one characteristic is close to AR. It's very tough and very durable because it's all solid, and this is the heaviest chassis, so there's no problem with the lane changer. And also, when it comes here in the chicane that I'm talking about, the waves, the car is durable and tough enough to overcome the impact going through this course. And also, going to this tabletop, because it's box stock, there's a lot of torque, so every time the car jumps, it accelerates fast compared to other chassis, and even though the car falls on the second tabletop over there, it accelerates fast. And because it's lesser top speed, its speed is more balanced. It's a little bit more balanced compared to other chassis. It will not go faster anymore. It will have that maximum torque and maximum top speed. So the speed of the MA chassis is balanced compared to other chassis, especially it does have a 351 gear, and obviously it does have a hard tire polycarbonate body to make it lighter, but it's heavier. It's way heavier compared to AR and FM, but because it's torquey, it beats the AR. But all in all, this is a good chassis for box stock. All right, so let's go to the winner car. So the car that wins, that I pick, is an FMA chassis. It's the Gunblaster XTO Light Blue Special. The body is ABS chassis. It's a front motor chassis, so the car would be nose diving when it's jumping off the slope or any track situation that you have to go up or you go down. So going back to the first critical part, lane changer, it's no problem. The rollers are polyoxymethylene, just like the other chassis. So they're like smoother, so they're faster compared to the one with the O-rings or the one that are not oxymethylene, low friction rollers. The rear part is a little bit flimsier. That's what I'm worried about. But it's tougher compared to VS, S2, Super 1, TZ, or other chassis. It's a little bit tougher because there's more solid parts. And it comes up with a hard tire, obviously. So lane changer is no problem. Going to chicane, this is one of my main concerns. I think if I go faster and I have a faster stock motor, this car would probably flew out on the chicane and will waggle in the chicane because the rear part of the FMA chassis is a little bit flimsier. So you can see compared to AR and M8, unless it's a reinforced FMA chassis, which is you have on the box stock broken guided kit. So this is a little bit wobbly over here. That's one concern. But going to the tabletop from here, going here downwards, I think it's all right because the car, when it lands, it's moving forward, not like the AR because of the front motor chassis. So I took advantage of that. And then for this track layout, I think it's perfect. And it's the winner car. So accelerates fast. It's a 351 gear. Polycarbonate body to make it light. Everything is low friction. And that's the winner car. So all in all, this FMA chassis is a great car, especially in this track layout. So I want to talk about, before I go, the things that are in common with these cars. These three cars is one that I talked about earlier, polycarbonate body. They are very light. Second, the rollers are polyoxymethylene rollers. So there are low friction rollers. Third, they all have hard tires, as you can see. And fourth, they all have 351 gear, which is you can maximize the top speed for a box stock car. So it's your choice which machine you're gonna use. I'm just giving you hints. Those are the test runs. And this is Cielshock from CTUSA Mini4wd Drive Racing Squad. I'm a teacher here in Noobworx. As I always say, we learn from you, you learn from us. Always race humble. Peace out.